Shalom, shalom, family. I am Sister Zakai, and I'm here with another word of encouragement, something I haven't done in a very long time. But I was inspired to share this word of encouragement as it truly blessed my sister and myself as we were engaging in this conversation. And so we were pretty much talking about the benefits of having male counsel. And this is something that has been depleted over time, over the years. Many women have moved away from male counsel for whatever the reasons may be. Whether you didn't have a father in the home, whether you despise males, whether you choose to seek, your mother's instructions or insight, or your sister or your friend or coworkers or whoever it is. This is just a concept that has been depleted down through time. However, this is something that was widely used in days of old, where women would seek out male counsel to guide them, to direct them, to get insight, to get understanding. And so as me and my sister was engaging in this conversation, we were, just pulling out the benefits of having that male counsel, because a lot of times as women, we make choices, one, based off of our experiences or the lack thereof. We base it off of our emotions. We base it off of having this innate desire, this strong desire to obtain whatever it is that we're looking to get or to purchase or to have. And we don't always think it out in its totality. And so having male counsel allows us to consider things that we wouldn't consider in our own ability to make a decision to do something. And so one of the other things that we were discussing was that a reason a lot of women don't seek out this male counsel is because they feel like the male is going to go against what they want, to do, or what they're being influenced to do. And how that negatively impact us is that we'll go out and we'll make decisions to do things without having that male counsel. And then when that thing goes left, or it explodes in our face, or there's some type of backlash or consequences for that decision or that choice, it's almost like we look for that male, I wouldn't say at that point so much their counsel, but we're looking for them to come back and clean it up. We're looking for them to take initiative or some sort of accountability to fix the problem. And so this is where we begin to engage in dialogue about this concept, is because if we start the process off with seeking that male counsel, men typically ask questions and dig into things that will cause us to, really consider our choice. It will cause us to make the best choice that's not based on our feelings or, our influences of, other people, but they will help us to see what's right before us and to see if this choice is helpful. Is it beneficial? Are we making a selfish choice? Are we making this choice based off of what other women around us are doing? These are the things that male counsel. And I want to put this little disclaimer in there, because it's always, someone that kind of thinks in a negative when it comes to such topics. But I am talking about healthy male counsel. So I'm not talking about Jerome, Tyrone, and no offense if any of my followers who are males that are good males, functional males, if those are your names, I'm not referring to you. I'm talking about the males who have no intentions on doing what is right. and use their male authority or their male presence to dominate or belittle women. I'm not talking about those male counsel. I am talking about males who walk upright in their function, in their role, in their integrity, who are able to give wise counsel to help women, whether it be their daughter, their wives, their sisters, or their neighbors, and so pretty much we were just kind of really dialoguing, and I wanted to come on here and to share this insight and to encourage more sisters. Find you, if you don't have a husband, or you don't have a brother, or you don't have a male figure within close proximity, I would highly encourage you to seek one out by the way of the Most High, because it will save us so much. Another thing that we were kind of like just talking about is how we think in comparison to how men think. Their minds are more so like very, very linear. From like one point to the next point to the next point to the next point. But with women, we're like our stuff is like organized chaos. Our thoughts are like organized chaos. Like we could have like a whole bunch of thoughts, but we have them organized or compartmentalized, if that makes sense. And so what we do with our stuff, we kind of like play connect the dots. Versus a man, he moves, his thoughts move from point A to point B to point C, and so on and so forth. And so their logic allows them to look at, what's directly in front of them. And this may not be every male. And as I mentioned about the female, this may not be every female. But this is according to our makeup, our design, the way the Most High designed us. And so when we bring our matters to a male counsel, a male authority, and we seek out their counsel, their insight, especially if this is a male that has experience, whether it is positive experience or negative experience, they have the ability to give us that insight that will help us make a healthy choice. And so I encourage my sisters to do that as often as you can, because it's hard, or I don't feel that it's fair that we go out and we make these decisions without having that counsel, and then we rely heavily upon the male to come and clean that up. And that cleanup may look different for everybody. Like your cleanup may be your husband, your cleanup may be your father, your cleanup may be your brother, your cleanup may be your male best friend, or your male cousin, or your male uncle, or your elder, or the male that stay next door to you, or the man that works with you on your job. Whoever that male figure is in your life, it is not fair that we go out as women and we make decisions to do things without seeking that counsel in advance. And so it's different when we go to them and we ask for that counsel, and they kind of guide us in a specific direction, and then it doesn't pan out. That counsel comes with a level of responsibility to where now they are more willing and more open to come in and to help us navigate if it's a consequence, or if it is a situation that just totally blows up in our face or goes left field. There is now a responsibility and accountability to help us navigate that. And so it makes things more of like a partnership than a hardship, and just dumping that load on them. And so I hope that this information that I'm sharing with you blesses you, and it encourages you to seek male counsel more often than you currently do. Shalom, shalom.